Today on an all-new Dr. Phil.
My name is Hattie. I'm 83 years old.
She's having sex with an average of 3 different partners a week. Do you enjoy sex?
Enjoy is a rather mild word. Every age, you decide what you love. I love sex.
You like younger guys. Well, I'm too old for you, right?
Plus, X on the Beach's Kaplan twins.
Our mom, as our manager, just gets on our nerves. How can you help us deal with this?
Today's going to be a changing day in your life. You've never had anybody working harder to bring you to the threshold of change than right now. Sister, Sister, the Property Brothers, Double Trouble. And of course, there's Mary Kate and Ashley. These are just some of the people who may come to mind when we think about twins, right? From a young age, Lexi and Allie Kaplan were close in every way. They went to college together, lived together, create paintings and artwork together. So it's a no-brainer that friction is bound to happen. They eventually brought in their momager, Amy, to help run the business side of things. And now they say she's trying to just take over. Take a look.
Hey guys, I'm Allie. I'm Lexi. We're the Kaplan twins. Boss yacht.
We're both painters. We like working with oil paint. We have a certain vision when it comes to our artwork. We like it just to be fun. We like to have fun with it. And especially people our age and younger. 4 years ago, we graduated from NYU. We started putting our work on Instagram. Now we have almost 200,000 followers on Instagram.
And we've also been able to do a lot of TV shows.
Who's going first?
I can go first.
So excited.
We're so excited. Mark and Billy are the other twins in the house.
Yeah. What's it like being a twin? I mean, it has its moments. Sometimes we get along and sometimes we don't get along. Is that one clean? They're clean. I like them to be perfectly clean. Then wash them by hand.
We fight over just like little things.
I think like personal time.
Personal time.
I mean,
you know how to push my buttons.
I was going to say that. And you know also.
Of course I know.
Like, you know what bothers me.
Obviously.
Right.
I use it.
In the past couple months, there definitely have been a lot of blow-ups.
You were like, Allie, do this, do that.
Because you
get the paints out, do that. You were like bossing. You were
I
like,
was.
So I was like, stop telling me what to do.
I don't know.
I dumped some paint on her.
And I grabbed her by the ponytail. And
we went to couples therapy, which
I definitely think it helped a little bit because this was over like a period of time where we did not stop fighting every single day.
Every second.
For 2 months.
I have those 3 pieces I have to take downtown tomorrow.
Which one? Our mom is our manager.
She goes, go and get me something.
I had some of the carrots and hummus. Definitely times when we go out, we just want to have fun.
Sometimes I feel like she's not only like managing my career, but kind of micromanaging my life.
You are doing it. I'm getting you
No,
good
we know.
press for that.
I know.
Dr. Phil, sometimes our mom, as our manager, just gets on our nerves.
She drives us crazy.
She drives us crazy. So how can you help us deal with this and, I guess, manage it?
Well, so you two talk a lot.
Yeah.
And being twins is different than being sisters, right?
Yeah,
It is different. It is
So
different.
I've been around this a lot. I have triplets in my family, aunts and uncles, named Lois, Joyce, and Royce.
Cute.
My wife is a twin.
Oh, okay. Identical
And
or
my
fraternal?
son, they're fraternal, and my son married a triplet.
Oh, wow. Lots of
So
twins.
it's all, I thought
All
when they
over.
had kids that we're going to have a litter. I thought they were just going to be everywhere. And there is a difference. You've got twin speak, right?
Yeah, well, we talk
I'm going to let you talk now.
Yeah, it's sometimes we talk like over each other or at the same time and, you know.
But when we get asked questions, we have the same answer, so we almost always answer at the same time.
So what's challenging about being identical twins and being in business together and living together and going to college together? What's challenging about that?
Go ahead, Allie.
I think that a lot of the time we just have trouble separating personal lives and like business life. So
Yeah.
where's the line between work mode and then like sister mode?
Right, like it's kind of intertwined. It kind of just crosses over. There is really like no separation.
Yeah, so who's the oldest?
I
She
am.
is.
She answers for me too.
Who's the most bossy?
You
I
are.
think I am, yeah. But I can admit that.
At least she admits it.
I don't think I'm bossy. I just think that
Girl,
Allie's
you're bossy.
It's not like a bossy thing. It's just like we work together. So when she has these ideas and then I'm trying to like, you know, like get us going.
She like runs the...
Well, I just like try and, you know, get us going.
She's bossy is what she's saying.
And
Yeah. Who's the messiest?
Me.
you are, yeah.
Yeah. So you agree on some things.
Yeah, okay, this is
Yeah.
going well.
Who's the most talented?
No, I think
we're the same.
Yeah. What was the last argument you had that got out of control?
Like this morning, honestly.
This
It wasn't out of control. We were just fighting about the air conditioning. 'Cause she made it like an ice box.
I made it like 68 degrees.
It was freezing. I'm
And
like, you're
she-
freezing.
she
I'm like,
was
I'm so cold.
I said, close the air vent or put on a sweater.
I did.
Because you can't take off, you know, skin. You can't make yourself...
I'm like, but I can't breathe. The air is so cold. So we were fighting this morning. But that wasn't like, we weren't...
Well, I told her in 2 weeks, because we're switching rooms in 2 weeks, because we share an apartment, and my
She has
room's
a master
bigger.
bedroom.
So, you know, after 6
She's the
months...
oldest.
Yeah,
but I mean, 2 minutes, it's not...
we're gonna switch, so... When she gets the room, she'll see how warm it is in there.
Yeah. So you two bickered enough and went at each other enough that you actually went into couples counseling?
Yeah, we did. We did.
We try and like make it work. I mean, we are best friends. We work together and we want our career to thrive. So this was something that we said, okay, like this is a step that we have to take in order to continue our careers and keep working together.
Yeah, and this was like right when we came out of the X on the Beach house. We were fighting with each other, I think, nonstop for like 2 months. It was every single day. Our friends were even like, what is wrong with you guys? What is happening? So I'm like, we need to do something.
We need to fix
yeah,
this.
because we're not gonna quit. Like, you can't quit being
So
sisters.
you dumped paint over her head?
She dumped paint on my head,
Oh,
yeah.
you got the paint on
I
your
got
head.
the paint, yeah.
Yeah.
And who pulled the other's ponytail?
She pulled my
did, yeah,
ponytail.
I did.
If one of you gets married, is the other one going to feel betrayed?
No, I don't think so.
Is he going to marry both of you?
No, that's weird. But, you know, there's like a fine... there's a fine line. There's definitely a fine line.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's going to have to get along with your sister, though, right?
Absolutely. The entire family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So will one of you ever get married and move away?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, so describe how your mom or momager Amy became involved in your business. And, and by the way, what is your business? I know you do art.
Yes.
And from what I understand, and I've done a little research on you guys just aren't like cute twins. You went to NYU. You're very talented in art. You have a real skill set.
Thank you.
And both of you are doing, it's kind of pop art, but it's not just you decide to declare yourself artist. This is a skill set you have developed over the years, and you're really good at it.
Thank you. Yeah. I mean, absolutely. We love painting. We love kind of playing into this pop culture world.
That's a sad on your face painting.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah.
You made. So that's what your business is. You intend to be artist and have showings and your pieces. So what does your mother do with all this?
So she kind of, you know, does the scheduling. She does a lot of like email stuff. She does a lot of brand deals for us. It's kind of, we used to do all of that ourselves.
It was a lot to deal with on top of the painting and the creative and like all of these things that we want to do.
Social media, market, like all of it.
Right,
So we just couldn't do all of it alone.
So it's hard to divide that between her being your mother and her being your manager.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to meet her.
Okay.
All right, so Amy is here. She's been listening backstage, so we're going to hear what she has to say about this, because it can't be easy for her either. And later, we're going to meet another millennial YouTuber who says her show brought popularity as well as cyberbullies, and she doesn't know what to do about that. We'll be right back.
I'm Lexi and Allie's mom. I call myself the momager. As a mama, I am extremely, extremely close with my girls. But when I get into that manager mode, I am a pain in the ass. From now on, I'm not even replying all. I'm cutting you out of all the business emails. That's it.
Tomorrow, they have an open marriage.
You say she suggested it.
He absolutely suggested it.
Now she has a boyfriend.
Why did you say, oh, well, okay, this seems like a great deal to get involved in?
I'm a man.
I think an open marriage is totally asinine.
Then on Thursday, a Dr. Phil interview like you've never seen before.
Did you rape and murder Stacey Stites?
No, I absolutely do not.
From death row.
I didn't do this crime.
But yet, here you sit.
The clock is ticking.
They have the truth. They know the truth.
I find Max very lazy, and my daughter deserves better than that. There is no way that I ever want to see him with Lexi.
You think I care about your mom's opinion about anything?
You don't care about my mom's opinion?
No.
This is that package deal. Here's my grievances, okay? You two are on a trajectory upwards in your art world, and you're gonna make it big. Just remember, it's the Kaplan twins. I am watching over you, okay? Because I'm the Mama Kaplan.
All right, statistics have shown that 91% of Gen Zers use YouTube, 65% have Instagram. Now, identical twins Allie and Lexi say managing their social media as well as growing careers as artists is a full-time job. Now, we just saw Lexi and Allie's mom, Amy, in the MTV show X on the Beach. Amy says they need to learn to balance work and fun so there won't be so much fighting. I'm not sure about that, but let's look at this.
We're doing posters.
Yep.
Damien's working on selling the two paintings. Simon, I met him, so you're going to be doing a mural. We're going to get into merch. I'm Lexi and Allie's mom, and I'm also their manager. I call myself the momager. So you need to do that. You have to finish the Optimo.
I know.
You have to redo that.
Redo it.
Yeah. It is a 24/7 job. As a mama, I am extremely, extremely close with my girls. Yeah, that one sold at the event.
Yeah, Mom and I went together.
But when I get into that manager mode, I am a pain in the ass. Well, Lexi, you're going through
That's not right.
This
That's
is
not getting done today.
You did it. You want to get
we
paid?
did it. We did it.
I don't mess around. I'm from New Jersey. Watch out. From now on, I'm not even replying all. I'm cutting you out of all the business emails. That's it. Being a family and then running a business together can be challenging. I struggle with how to differentiate work life from our family life because it all has really kind of melded into one. I hope I can find that work-family balance because I'm really intense in business. I took care of the jewelry for you.
Okay.
I picked it all out this morning.
Okay.
Okay, while you were sleeping.
Okay, hi.
Hi.
So what's it like managing these two, not being a mother, but managing these two? Is it easy, hard?
It's mostly fun and it's easy, but there are some times where it could get a little intense.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Are they reluctant to be managed, or do they lean into it?
I think we all work really well together 99% of the time.
Yeah. So your question is, how do you separate being mom from being manager, right?
Right, because I don't want to be a pain. There's other people prodding me and telling me that, you know, there's schedules and things have to get done. So when I ask them a couple of times, I feel like I'm a pain.
Well, my whole thing is, like, I just don't want to, I want to be asked, like, when I, you know, when can I do something at this time? It's not like a you're doing this at this time.
Well, is it your attitude that she works for you or with you?
I would say with. Yeah.
But still, like, you know, I'm a person. I'd like to be asked, you know, does this, just because, like, she's running, like, my work schedule, it doesn't mean that I don't have, like, a personal life, too. So sometimes, like, if the work schedule doesn't work so much with my personal life, it's just she assumes I'm always free for work mode.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, you're saying how do you divide all this? I can tell you. First off, I don't think it's a good idea to do business with family. I think good fences make good neighbors. So with family, you got to have really good fences. You got to have really clear dividing lines.
With houses all next to
You
each
got
other.
to tell her. You got to tell her straight up. This is what I want you to do. If you need somebody to get you where you need to be when you need to be there, then you need to give her that directive and authority, and then don't complain when she does it. You shouldn't have to fight to do what they've asked you to do.
Right.
Yeah. We're working on that. We're, like, drawing really good lines now. We're learning how to do that. It's like building a brand, you know, from scratch. Did you early on work with your son, one of your sons in business?
Well, I went into practice with my dad in private practice. Bad idea.
I think he turned out fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That was in spite of instead of because. We didn't get along great. But both of my boys have independent careers, but we do intersect. We do work together. I've got one son in the television business, and we share TV shows and projects, and the other one's in the music business, and we intersect there. as well. But you've got to have real clarity, because you can be in it. This is tough for you.
Yeah.
It's not tough for them. You're the one that's got the pressure here, because you've got to be mom, which is mothers nurture, right?
Yes.
They're the soft place to fall.
Yeah.
They nurture. They're always on their side. But then they ask you to also be a taskmaster and an organizer and a motivator and all of that. You're the one in the tough job. Why did you take this job?
I love challenges.
Yeah, well, you got two.
Well, there is a lot of pressure, but you know what? I view it as fun. I moved out to LA to watch over the girls, and we're all very close. And, you know, I just want to be there, not only emotionally supportive, morally supportive, and just be there for my girls. And I figured, yeah, it is a lot of pressure, but you know what? We're going to do it.
Yeah, 'cause
it's okay.
Ever feel like, you know, we're being like mean or bratty or whatever as daughters when we're, you know, sometimes speaking not the nicest to you and things get miscommunicated. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, and this is my advice, you got to be real clear on what you're assigning her and what you're assigning yourselves, and then don't complain when each other does it.
Yeah.
You got to be real clear about that.
Yeah.
Very clear boundaries. If you say, all right, your job is to schedule and keep us busy and keep us going to the next challenge and the next level and the next level and the next level, and then don't complain when she does it.
Right, that makes sense.
All right, we'll meet a popular beauty vlogger on YouTube who says many of subscribers turned against her after she revealed a secret.
Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video. Larry is behind me getting ready for the day. People became curious. They noticed that I was married. As you can tell, we do have an age difference. We were faced with a lot of hate.
Mindy did what many other millennials and Gen Zers are doing today, and that is creating YouTube channels. Mindy's channel is called Mindy Minks, and mostly focuses on giving beauty tips from her home. Take a look.
Hello everybody and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm gonna be testing out new products, gorgeous shades. Larry is behind me getting ready for the day. Say hi, babe. Hi, babe. Let me just tell you guys what I'm doing with my healthy eating. Larry, do you know what this is? The Black Tea London Classic Serum.
I'm gonna have to get the buzzer out.
All done.
Well, as you just saw, Mindy was preoccupied with talking to someone off camera during her show. Now, her viewers also noticed, and they got curious, and they asked Mindy who this mystery person was standing behind the scenes. So she revealed the secret.
Ever since I really started filming, people became curious. They noticed that I was married, and this, everybody, is my husband.
Hi.
His name is Larry. Obviously, as you can tell, we do have an age difference. I am going to be 28 this year, and Larry is just turned 58. We have been married for 3 years. So we met like 6.5 years ago when I was 20, and he was actually the police officer. He came to a little fender bender car accident that I had. For the first year, I didn't introduce Larry on my channel because I was afraid of opening ourselves up. The channel sort of blew up. Hi, everybody, and welcome back. And we got a lot of love and support, but we were also faced with a lot of hate. Recently, we have developed a hater that has seeked our personal information and has actually sent things to our home. Dr. Phil, how do I not feel personally attacked online when I receive a negative comment about my marriage to Larry? Thank you.
Okay, so what was it like when you met Larry?
So when I first met him, I was actually in a mild fender bender car crash.
Right.
Yes.
And he wasn't the other driver.
No, he wasn't.
He was the cop.
He was. He was the officer that came out of the car to take the report. And it was funny because the friend that I was with in the car, we were like laughing, like, ooh, will he be a cute officer, you know? And then he got out of the car and I was like, oh, he's cute, but he's a little bit older. He's too old for me. I had to get a police report. I went up there and he asked me a strange question if I wanted, if I liked my photo taken. And I was like, sure, why not? And that's how we started texting. He's a photographer, just to clear that up, because that sounds kind of strange.
Yeah, I was going to ask you to clarify that, because it sounded a little creepy. Unless he was a photographer, and then, yeah, I get it. So, Larry, when you first met, did you worry you weren't going to have anything in common with a 20-year-old girl?
Absolutely.
Yes, I had no clue whatsoever that this would develop into a relationship and a marriage. I made a comment once about me being with Mindy was almost like me winning the lottery. And that was kind of the floodgate to open up comments about, oh, you won the lottery, you're rich. She's a gold digger.
So how long did it take your family and friends to get behind this relationship and support it?
I kept it secret for a year because I was afraid to tell anybody. My best friend knew, but that was it. And then I finally told my mom. She was worried that it was a phase, but she still was kind of supportive. She met Larry, and everything
went good. What's the age difference between your mother and Larry?
Is it 20 years? No, wait.
10?
She's 40, 48, 10 years.
Okay.
And he's older than my parents, which is
So he's older than your mother?
Yes.
By 10 years?
Yes.
So you have this channel
We do.
that you do, and you have a lot of people on your channel that follow you, and people started asking, who are you talking to? So you decided, all right, I'm going to introduce this to my husband. And when you did, what happened?
So at first, a lot of the comments were really supportive, but then I think the video started getting shared, which brought in a lot of hate, a lot of negativity. People were not so nice. They were a little nasty.
Well, here are some of the comments. Larry is a blanking pedophile. Mindy is being raped by her father. The mental issues. Gold digger. You're waiting for this saggy bald man to die so you can collect the check. Then other bullying. Stranger called Mindy's phone on repeat, right? Somebody just kept calling you and calling you.
Worse than that.
And then a caller also cranked your mom and dad, right? Caller said to Mindy's dad, why are you letting a pedophile blank your daughter? A stranger sent pizza to your home, just things to harass you.
Yeah.
Okay. And this got to you.
It did.
Honestly, it bugged you.
It does, especially when you don't feel safe leaving your home or even being in your home. I woke up that night after receiving that first phone call. I honestly visualized him standing in the doorway. I was afraid that he was going to come into our home.
So we're going to talk about what she can and should do about that, and then what her police officer mate has to say about it. We'll be right back.
Hi. Number one pet peeve that I have with Mindy, she is one messy creature.
The first one I have down is your temper tantrum over electronics when they're not working.
But the nice part about it is having her being so much younger, and I hand it to her, and within like 30 seconds, it's fixed. Number two, she likes to complain. It's too hot in Florida.
And you leave piles of stuff in the house.
I don't have anywhere to put any of that junk. Bye.
Well, we're here with 27-year-old Mindy and her 58-year-old husband, Larry. Now, they insist that their 30-year age difference doesn't cause any problems in their marriage, I mean, between the two of them, but not everyone is supportive. Now, you had to know that this would be controversial, which is why you didn't introduce him to everybody the day the relationship started, the reason you didn't put him on camera right from the beginning. So you had concerns about it.
I did, because we're different. And
so you can't be surprised when you got a reaction.
Exactly.
Right?
Not surprised, just a little concerned. I expect a certain amount of hate. I think that anybody that puts themselves out there is going to receive it.
Right.
However, when somebody sends items to your home and is scary and threatening beyond belief, that's a little... Where do you draw the line with that?
Right.
Or how do you cope with it?
My initial response to the hate that was being generated on comments was, it doesn't bother me. And I've tried to tell her, if it's a family member, someone close, someone that you've invested a lot in emotions and time with, and they say something negative towards you, I can understand being hurt. But these people we've never met, we don't know them, we'll probably never see them. We don't get a chance to know them. So as far as whatever they have to say about me, I could care less.
Yeah.
And
you have two categories here. One are haters, these keyboard bullies. And these are the people that say things to you that they would never say to you in an elevator.
Thank goodness.
They would never say it to you if they were standing behind you in the line at the grocery store. But they'll say it with the anonymity of a keyboard. Then there's the other category of when they jump from cyber world to the real world. And if somebody shows up in your driveway or shows up outside, that's a whole different kettle of fish there, and I understand that. But look, you decided to go public.
Right.
And put yourself in the public arena. But it's not for everybody.
Right.
You're either tough enough to deal with that or you're not. I'm one of those people that has always said, I don't have a need to be loved by strangers.
Why do they watch the whole video and then do something like that? If I see something I don't like, I don't spend my time watching it.
Because some people love to hate.
That's this guy, and his main goal was that I should stop making videos. And I said to him on the phone, I said, I will never stop making videos because I want to help others.
Okay, and let me give you some advice. That's a mistake.
Oh, no.
You don't ever want to engage with a hater, ever, never, ever, never, because it gives them power.
I'm glad you said that, because sometimes I don't know if I should respond or not.
Never, ever engage with a hater. I've testified before Congress about cyberbullying and worked on curriculums to use in schools and stuff. You don't want to engage with them. That's exactly what they want. Block, report, and flag content. Realize that bullies are simply trying to get a reaction. Don't let them have control by overreacting, and just stay calm. And realize it comes with the territory. You chose to put it out there. Just realize that that comes with the territory. If this was easy, everybody would do it. And you have a very successful channel, so
thank you.
You know, it's hard work, so realize that's just part of the problem, right? You just have to deal with that.
Got to deal with it and block the haters. Don't respond.
And the more successful you are, the more haters you will have.
Absolutely.
All right, coming up, we'll meet a woman who dates men online. Well, that's not so uncommon, except for the fact that she's 83 and says she only dates men who are half her age. And when I say date, I mean date. We'll be right back.
My name is Hattie, and I'm 83 years old. I'm on Tinder to find young lovers. I'm comfortable not wearing underwear, though. If it seems like it's going to be good, we'll go right up to my apartment. And we make love.
Well, all of my guests this hour have asked me questions about how they should adjust their lives to the unusual circumstances in which they are living. And we're talking about the internet. Well, at 83 years old, my next guest, Hattie, seems to be quite comfortable in her own skin. Take a look.
My name is Hattie, and I'm 83 years old. I'm on Tinder to find young lovers. I'm comfortable not wearing underwear, though. 83. Fascinating older beauty is seeking a steady, younger friend, lover for a shared life of adventure and passion. We'll meet for drinks. If it seems like it's going to be good, we'll go right up to my apartment. And we make love. I think I know more about male genitalia than any doctor. I may not know more than a gay man, but...
Do you only date younger men?
Well, first of all, most men my age aren't around anymore. The insults were coming from society, even from friends. Hattie, don't show that much cleavage. Hattie, don't wear such a short skirt. You're a repulsive old hag who thinks she's sexy. To be this at 80, there's no ego involved. I'm delighted. I look in the mirror. Woo! Okay, Hattie, get out there and let people say, if that's aging, it's okay with me.
Well, Hattie, how you doing?
Oh, I'm delighted to be here.
Yeah?
Oh, sure.
Well, I'm too old for you, right?
We're not going to talk age.
Yeah. But you like younger guys.
Younger guys love me, and so I have to respond.
So, you say you're trans age. What does that mean?
Actually, I'm glad that you brought that up because I made up the word. An older woman who is a young woman. And so I said if it could be transgender, it can be trans age.
So what made you decide that you wanted to start dating younger men? What?
It was a decision that made me. I was divorced at about 50. And so it made sense.
33 years ago.
Yeah, Yeah. That's right. So I decided I'd go out with what's called age-appropriate men. So I would have gone out with you at that time.
Okay.
So I was on a date with a charming man. So I knew that we were going to go to bed afterward, and that totally is a dessert after dinner. So we start walking towards his bedroom.
First date?
First, yeah, right. Well, we have to move quickly.
Gotcha.
So, as we're walking down the corridor, I look to the right, and there's an open door. And I see sneakers, hockey sticks, soccer balls, and a Beatles poster. And I start moving into that room. I'm not down the corridor anymore. I'm moving into his son's room. And I realized that I only get turned on by young men.
Hattie has a question for me, and
yes,
we'll hear it next.
I love younger men because they're in the middle of an achievement, of a goal. There's the excitement of creating. I'm still creating, and it's exciting.
Well, we're back with Hattie, who claims at 83 years old, she's dating online and having sex with an average of 3 different partners a week.
Could be.
A week?
Yeah.
Yet, Hattie has told our producers that ultimately the one thing she wants is true love and intimacy.
Yes, I do.
So you're dating a lot of guys.
Yes.
And you meet them on the internet.
Yes.
And you said if you're at dinner and things go well, you take them upstairs.
Yes.
To your apartment.
Yes.
Well, you don't know anything about them.
Well, I'm a trained therapist. And so I trust my instincts.
A therapist in what?
I was trained as a psychoanalyst, but because I was a dancer, I combined the two, and it was dance therapy.
Then you know that spending a couple hours at dinner with somebody is not exactly a background check to go behind closed doors with them.
A better way to get to know them deeply is to have sex with them. Then I really know.
Well, hell, you've made it this far, so... So your question is, how do I encourage other women my age to be inspired by me instead of being resentful of you?
That is the question I want to ask you, Dr. Phil.
Well, you know, how did you give yourself permission to get out there and against social sanctioned mores and folkways to just get out there and walk to the beat of your own drum instead of expectations that society would put on you? Because clearly society at 83 would say, you know, here's your knitting, get a rocking chair, sit down, and you say, no, I want to rock somebody's world instead of my chair. So,
that's good.
So how did you decide that you were going to give yourself permission to do that and not worry about other people's judgment?
Well, we started out with my making the term trans age. And I came up with another term called uninsultable. And there is no way anyone can say anything to me that will hurt my feelings. And then I said, if you get the gift from humanity or from God to age beautifully, give that gift to the world.
Yeah. So you're sexually active. Do you enjoy sex?
Enjoy is a rather mild word.
You are careful about this.
Absolutely safe sex.
Okay.
Absolutely. And the wonderful thing about being a cougar or being brave in the way that I am is that everything I learn, I'm able to impart as knowledge. I'm writing a book now, and it will have a lot of the things that I've learned, because for me, just to have my own experience does not satisfy me as much as knowing that I can make a huge difference for people's lives.
Do you think you'll ever get married again?
I would love to.
Really?
Absolutely love to get married.
Would you want to marry someone younger?
Yes.
Okay, but you would get married?
Absolutely.
Settle down?
And, well, it isn't settling down, but I would be 100% faithful, without doubt, and expect the man to be as well.
Of course.
Yes, of course.
Yeah. But you would be happy with one man. You would be monogamous.
Absolutely monogamous.
But active.
Frequent.
Yeah. So what advice do you have for women your age that are kind of checked out and sitting home?
A woman at every age has to ask herself, what do you want from life? Why are you here? How do you fulfill that blessing of being on the earth? So at every age, you decide what you love. I love sex.
All right, Hattie, thank you. All right, coming up, we're going to take a closer look at a viral trend that's taking social media by storm. We'll be right back. By now, we're all used to seeing trends going viral on social media. There was the ice bucket challenge, the cinnamon challenge, and now a few weeks ago, the bottle cap challenge that has become an international craze. Take a look. Now, I got to tell you, that's pretty impressive. I mean, he was actually spinning that bottle top. But I wouldn't try that at home, especially when you take a look at this attempt. Oh, thank God there was a pool behind him. You will not see me doing that on my social media platforms, sorry. But you will see me responding to your post. Now, it's Sherdra tweeted, every man should treat women the way Dr. Phil treats women. And I replied, I'll take that compliment, but in truth, I'm married to a woman that inspires the best in me every day of my life, and that's Robin. She makes it really, really easy. I want to thank all of my guests today. X on the Beach airs every Thursday at 9 p.m. on MTV. Please don't forget to check out the finale on October 17th and check out the reunion on October 24th. And also, Insta-Famous is available on Netflix. We'll see you next time. Thanks, guys. Girls.
Hi.
How are y'all?
Good. Thank you so much again for having us.
Oh, thank you.
We wanted to make this for you.
Oh, wow.
This is our paintings.
It's called a Sad on Your Face painting. So
I love
what we
it.
do is we paint your face, and then here, these are our butt cheeks. So we paint each other's butts and then sit on the canvas.
I saw a clip of y'all doing that.
Yeah. So we wanted to make one for you.
Well, thank you so much.
very welcome.
You have to take a picture.
Yes, absolutely.
Get on either side.
On both sides.
All right, we got to hold this right here. You guys, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
You guys
for having
are
us.
a lot of fun. You're very creative.
Thank you.
I really wish you guys the best.
Thank you so much.
Seriously.
Thank you.
If I can help you guys in any way, you just let me know, okay?
Yes,
All right,
thank
Mom,
you.
thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
You guys were fun.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.